water of crystallization, hydrated salts. For example, 1. Copper sulfate crystals contain 5 molecules of water of crystallization in one formula unit and hence written as CuSO4 5H2O. It is called copper sulfate Penta hydrate. Penta hydrate means 5 molecules of water. 2. Sodium carbonate crystals or washing soda crystals contain 10 molecules of water of crystallization per formula unit and hence written as Na2CO3 10H2O. This is called decahydrate. Decahydrate means 10 molecules of water. 3. Calcium sulfate crystals or gypsum crystals contain 2 molecules of water of crystallization in one formula unit and hence written as CaSO4 2H2O. It is called calcium sulfate dihydrate. Dihydrate means 2 molecules of water. Iron sulfate crystals contain 7 molecules of water of crystallization per formula unit and hence written as FeSO4 7H2O. It is called iron sulfate Hepta hydrate. Hepta hydrate means 7 molecules of water. The water of crystallization gives the crystals of the salts their shape and in some cases imparts them color. For example, the presence of water of crystallization in copper sulfate crystals imparts them a blue color. Thus, CuSO4 5H2O is blue in color. Action of heat on hydrated salts. When hydrated salts are heated strongly, they lose their water of crystallization, thus lose their regular shape and color, and become colorless powdery substances. The salts which have lost their water of crystallization are called anhydrous salts. Thus, the anhydrous salts have no water of crystallization. When water is added to an anhydrous salt, it becomes hydrated once again and regains its color. Let us understand it with an example. Copper sulfate crystals are blue in color. When copper sulfate crystals are heated strongly, they lose all the water of crystallization and form anhydrous copper sulfate. But when water is added to an anhydrous copper sulfate, it gets hydrated and turns blue due to the formation of hydrated copper sulfate.